Hi everybody, my name is Suyana Cole and I'm sitting here with Julie Weaver Parks, one of the facilitators of EFT in the Charlotte area, and we're just going to be answering a few questions today. Julie has been certified as a EFT coach. She also has a background in counseling, and we're just going to get a little bit more clarity about this really amazing tool that we have access to during these really powerful times of transformation and uncertainty. So it's good to see you again, Julie.
Thank you.
So for those of the people out there that don't know what EFT is, can you just give a little bit of a summary about what EFT is?
Sure. EFT is an acronym for Emotional Freedom Techniques, and what it is most powerful in helping with is stress reduction. And so at these really challenging times, I'm just so excited and feel really passionate about sharing it as a resource.
Sure. And it's a very easy to access resource, which is what I love about EFT, because it's something you can do with yourself. It's something that you can, if you get stressed out in a conversation, you can go into the bathroom and just do some tapping, which is another term for EFT, tapping, and really have a chance to calm your nervous system, if I understand it correctly, so that you can deal with what's happening in a more balanced and settled way. Does that sound accurate to you?
Yes, without question. It's the technique and how it works is while you're literally tapping on meridian points on your body specifically for stress reduction, you are literally calming your nervous system down and telling that fight, flight, or freeze part of the brain that it's okay, and that what's happening is you're just calming yourself down, basically. And it does work so fast and so efficiently that it is often people can't even believe it, honestly.
Yeah. Like they call it magic almost sometimes.
It is, and it also, what happens, and I've noticed it over the years because I've been tapping personally for over a decade, is that it won't be attributed to the shift or the change. Somebody will say, "Oh, I must have slept better that day," or which is fine. It's however the person needs to experience it, but it is so simple.
Yeah.
That I think at this particular time we're not accustomed to things being that simple.
Right, and it almost is overlooked because of its simplicity. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. And one of the things I really enjoy about it too is it's not about overlaying some other version of what you would like to be happening in that stressful moment.
Right.
And disassociating yourself from what's happening in you. Like you acknowledge what you're feeling, you acknowledge what was the trigger. It's really a transparent and authentic practice, which is probably why it resonated with you so strongly, because authenticity has been a really strong driving force in your personal process and your spiritual journey.
Yes, definitely. And yes, it's and especially too with the law of attraction, and people who really like to do affirmations. EFT tapping can sometimes seem counterproductive to talk about these really difficult and negative feelings.
Right.
But that is the beauty of the tool and the resource, is to just say what's true, tap while you're saying it, breathe and tap, and a few minutes later, you're feeling amazingly calm.
Right. And not highlighting the problem, but really acknowledging the experience.
Yes.
And that's really powerful right now, to be acknowledging what we're experiencing and not trying to hide from it.
Yes, and the other thing I'll add to that is there's the part where when we do what's called the setup statement, where there is some affirmation in there, and it's an affirmation of self-love and self-acceptance. And so that is one of the main reasons I love the tool, because even though I may feel angry or upset in the moment, I'm going to balance that by saying, I love and accept myself anyway.
Right.
And so that's part of the moving through it quickly.
Absolutely. And so are there videos online, or are there, I know you're a practitioner in the area, what would it look like for someone to decide that they wanted to work with you?
Yes, right now I have my EFT with Julie WP on Facebook. It's a Facebook page, and I can be contacted in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my email is julieweaverparks@gmail.com.
Awesome.
And so for now, that's how to contact me.
Nice. And when people get in contact with you, are you going to be doing a series of sessions, or do they come and kind of have a chance to feel it out with you, maybe do a consultation?
Yes.
Okay.
I offer a free consultation.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Now, you said you've been doing it for a decade, but you also have a background in counseling. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you marry those two things together to really be holistically addressing an entire person?
Yes, I feel like the counseling background really helps me take someone through the process, and I, kind of will ask questions and, depending on how it's going, probe a little bit to help someone sort of, get to that feeling, because it's the feelings that we tap on, because it's emotional freedom techniques. So sometimes, feelings are so difficult to, especially if you're a sensitive person, which we understand. The feelings can just be really painful and challenging, and so we can live in our head, as a defense, and that was definitely true for me. And so to know that I have this powerful emotional processor helps me feel just more confident in getting through the day, but that's how I would say, I'm able to help guide the sessions and facilitate. But the tapping, I really honestly, I don't have to work that hard in a session. The tapping itself is just so amazing that, 20, 30, 45 minutes later, we're in a totally different place from where we started. And so it's really amazing that way.
A place of relief, probably, I'm assuming. Usually.
Yes, relief, new ideas, new approach to, the problem at hand.
Yeah. I think just knowing you and having been in your life for several years at this point, one of the things that I see that you bring to the table because of your background is that you can help identify an emotional state for someone that doesn't really have the terminology or has been suppressing or repressing their emotions to the point where they really can't identify what is coming up, and just helping guide them through being able to have that ability to identify what's going on so that they can facilitate getting past it. So that's been really remarkable to watch.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this has been a little bit about EFT, and like we said, you can reach Julie through Facebook or her email, and we'll be linking that at the bottom of the video. So if you have any questions or you'd like to do a free consultation, I'm sure she'd be so excited for you to reach out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.